Hello and welcome to the Nuclear Reactor. Today we'll be reacting to What If Gine Went to Earth with Goku Part 14. Hope y'all are enjoying my reactions and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And follow me on Twitter. And here we go.
Mama just stomped a bug, powered up to grade 2. She is coming after you. Hey guys, Masakox here. It's been a while, I know. After a very strong amount of Dragon Ball Strongest Mama episodes back in the summer of last year, I felt that round about now was a good time for some other stories to get some kind of screen time on the channel, and let the Gine story cool off for a while. But since you guys have been very patient, and as well as wanting more of this story to unfold, especially at the point where we left it off in the story, it's now the right moment to proceed, with Gine's reluctant pulling back into the Dragon Team after thinking she could retire and live out her days in peace with Grandpa
Oh yeah, that's right. She was wanting to retire. I remember that now. Goku kept wanting her to fight alongside him and stuff, but she just wanted peace. Aw. That'd be nice.
With Grandpa Gohan, away from the rigmarole of having to defend something or fight a greater power. But alas no. How could she ever think of that? But how did Gine get to this point in the first place? Well, this is what this story is all about, if you are new to this channel. And this scenario as well, as supposed by the suggested tab. We ask here, what might have happened if Gine went with her son to Earth, instead of the latter flying solo? Long story short, because there's like 13 parts here, Gine was told by Bardock to get off planet Vegeta in a hybrid story, mixing elements from the Bardock special, the original one, as well as parts from the Dragon Ball Minus timeline of events. Thanks to her tush, she stowed away with her son in the same pod, and wound up on Earth and in the care of Grandpa Gohan. From there, Gine managed to live a life of relative peace for a Saiyan, and then realized that all those years of being told that she was weak back on planet Vegeta was all relative. If you are proud of this Saiyan, do check out the shirt dedicated to her, The Strongest Mama, masakox.cc/store. In the last part,
I'll have to check that
having
out.
recovered from being almost drugged by a very hungry Bugman, Gine and Raditz went into the Rim of Spirit and Time to catch up together, both socially and physically. On top of that, Kakarot, here never called Goku since all parties knew his Saiyan name from the beginning, was having a fair spot of trouble against Android 16, who got his eyes on the prize as soon as he was activated.
Okay, I forgot about that. Okay, so Cell almost got Gine and almost injured her badly and drained her arm. Because it's been so long since I did a reaction to this. And then 16 tackled Goku, or Kakarot, off the cliff, right? Okay, I think I'm caught up now, okay. I had a brain fart there for a moment.
In the original, Trunks saved Kakarot from an early exit. Now, speaking of exits, Gine almost did when Raditz was prattling on about Saiyan pride and conquest, basically voicing what Frieza had told them all for years. But thanks to Gine's new outlook on Earth, they are now fighting for new reasons to save their friends and the world they now call home. With this new motivation, Gine has seemingly come on leaps and bounds and has gained the power of Super Saiyan Grade 2, as well as looking proper hench and giving Cell a real scare, as he should be. You see, in this timeline, Android 17 and 18 were not present at the time. The Dragon Team had managed to secure their pods, and because of that, Cell's most important meal would fail to materialize. Be that as it may, Cell was still stronger than the original timeline, thanks to Gine's energy coursing through his biomechanical body. But would that be enough against a Gine who was even more powerful now? Without any more talking, Gine powers forward and punches Cell in the gut so hard that it creates a gaping hole right through his torso.
Ow.
Cell, who is more shocked than in pain, can't believe what he is feeling right now. He is simply too overwhelmed to move. Raditz whoops with delight that his mother is now stronger than ever. Cell is now getting angrier with every breath that he takes.
This cannot be. You're supposed to be weak, soft, not ready for this kind of strength. How can you be this strong? How did you do it?
You will never reach your perfect form. I will make sure of it. She then immediately begins to fight Cell, and despite him powering up as well and fixing the hole in his chest, regeneration, all that, cannot beat Gine in the slightest. By the time Android 16 arrives, having detected Cell's location, he is surprised to see his target being bested by two others whose powers are greater than both Cell and himself. For now, 16 decides that he will remain in the shadows and observe. If Cell does escape, he will be all over him, but he needn't worry. After more and more beatdowns, Gine has grown tired of the charade. Like with King Piccolo before, she grabs Cell by the neck and powers up her finisher, something that she crafted in the Room of Spirit and Time, Rebellion Phalanx. This technique is a new one. It's similar to Bardock's attack, Heat Phalanx, and Rebellion Spear, an homage almost to her lost lover. What it entails is Gine grabbing her opponent and then surging energy through her hand, and then creating a beam of light upwards, like you often see in Marvel's Avenger movies. This beam of light is a hot blue key and shoots upwards for hundreds of miles, totally engulfing the target and vaporizing them, or at least incapacitating them. Cell can feel his body starting to disintegrate. He is screaming with fear before then realizing something and laughing.
This is not the last you will see of me, Saiyan. Mark my words, I will achieve my perfect form.
When the smoke and light clears, Cell is gone. Gine brings her hand
Except
back
for
down
a Cell.
and powers down as well to her base form before Raditz comes by and hugs her like a bear.
What did Cell mean by return? You burnt him to a crisp. Is he delusional?
Gine doesn't know what to make of this either. But if you can't detect Cell's energy presence, neither can 16. As far as 16's internal radar can tell, Cell has indeed disappeared and can't be sensed. Either way, Gine and Raditz decide to head to Capture Corp to tell everyone the good news. Kami's also troubled by Cell's words. How could he be so calm whilst in the midst of such power? He could see the Phalanx arc rise above the clouds, off in the distance, and it looked pretty potent to say the least. Nothing should have survived. Naturally, the group at Capture Corp felt this all happen, and when Gine gets there, Kakarot is jubilant to hear that Cell is gone, and he was pleased to tell the others that he was feeling much better now, having had the chance to rest up for a bit, after the last effects of the heart virus had worn off. Vegeta, meanwhile, was not thrilled to see Gine, but he couldn't deny the power she exhibited.
You may have won this time, woman, but you have tarnished your beau's legacy.
Gine, who was pretty relieved and happy, immediately is not so. She looks to Vegeta with an icy glare, one similar to what she had shown Cell just now. Raditz can feel what's about to go down here.
Mother, just ignore him.
Too late. Gine stands up tall and brushes herself down, knocking all of the dirt from her previous encounter, and then coldly says, I've had enough of listening to your backward rhetoric.
How dare you assume what Bardock would think? How would you know?
Kakarot tries to get in the way to dispel this argument, telling Gine that they captured the androids and that there's no need to fight right now. Everything's okay. Everything had been saved. They can go home and relax. But Gine is having none of it. Raditz tells Kakarot to move aside as the stare down between Vegeta and Gine intensifies.
I know what makes Saiyans tick. I am the prince of all Saiyans after all. Your lover would be sickened by your desire to fight for anything other than your pride. This world is merely a stepping stone towards our return to glory. He would be ashamed of you. You are a failure.
Raditz can sense what Vegeta is up to. He wants Gine to relapse, and he feels like it's working. Gine screams out loud and powers back up to Grade 2 Super Saiyan. Everyone is distracted by this powering up taking place in the foyer of Capture Corp to notice anything else. But Vegeta is relishing this fury.
Just as I thought. That drivel was merely words. Unleash that Saiyan pride, woman!
Vegeta powers up too, and what follows is a furious fight, which is so intense that it blows a chunk out of the...
I wonder who would win that, though. I feel like Gine would, but...
out of the Capsule Corp building, and the rest of the bystanders have to frantically shield the workers from being fried in the wake of it. The two Saiyans are having an intense battle. one that was even more fierce than what Cell and Gine had shown just before. The two of them are looking more and more worse for wear as they continue, and their energy is fading fast, but Vegeta is getting his point across, despite being on the losing side of it. Gine slams him into the ground and is about to perform another rebellion phalanx on Vegeta before shouting, "Take back everything you said! Take it back or I'll send you to hell! Where you belong!" Vegeta smiles weakly.
The way he said that. That was priceless.
There it is. You just proved my point. If you had truly eschewed your pride, then my words would have meant nothing to you. You cannot escape your past, and you know it. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, woman.
As soon as he finishes, Gine immediately drops Vegeta and looks horrified. He was right. Despite her resolve to fight for Earth, her Saiyan powers would always drag her back into her past, no matter what she did. She breaks down and cries tears of rage. But before anyone can do anything else, Android 16 arrives in the midst of the carnage at Capsule Corp.
Where is Cell?
Everyone is confused, especially Kakarot. "Cell's gone. What do you want, Android?" 16 turns to Kakarot, and despite his directive telling him to eliminate this person right now, there is a more pressing directive, which is a higher priority.
My scanner has detected Cell's presence here. His energy is increasing with every second, but I cannot get visual. Where is he?
Nobody can answer this. Raditz then pipes up.
Listen, you tin can! Cell isn't here! Mother vaporized him! There's not a trace of him left! Negative, Saiyan. He is still alive.
An explosion of energy rocks the remainder of the building, proving 16's point. And then a shrill pierces the room. "Indeed I am!" Cell was right there. And
Let me guess. Because didn't they take the Android 17 and 18 back to Capsule Corp? Was he able to reform and sneak into there? And is he in there? And did he get the androids and he's now perfect? So, just a guess.
covered in a white glow mixed with green sparks, he was powering up to a level nobody could comprehend. His tail was engorged, like something was traversing down it. Trunks and 16 are aghast. He'd done it. He'd found the androids and was about to become perfect.
Called it.
When the dust cleared, Cell is
I
present
called
in his
it.
perfect body and smirking menacingly.
I'm sorry, what was that, Gine? About me never attaining my perfect form? You might want to rephrase that. No, wait. In fact, save your breath.
Cell aims a beam at Gine, but Raditz gets in the way and it goes through his arm, but protects his mother. Vegeta is shocked.
How did you survive?
Cell looks nonplussed.
Simple. I hitched a ride on that one over there. The one cowering for her life. You see, not everything about me was wiped off the planet. There was one thing that survived. My nucleus.
Gine looks to her hand. What was left of Cell had clung onto her hand, microscopic in size, without her noticing.
I must thank you for that lift, Gine. Without it, I may never have found my siblings. And despite them not having energy to read, they were shut down, I could just feel them close by. It's a special connection that we have, my brother and sister. We would always become one. And it's all thanks to you, Saiyan. Especially that purge. Goodness, I feel stronger than ever.
Nobody has a clue about what's going to happen next, but Cell throws them a bone.
I can sense that you all stand no chance against me in my present state. I'm far too strong for you. However, I'm feeling rather generous. Since you all gave me so much time to feast on the people of this world,
individually.
I will return the favor. I will give you time to toughen up and face me once more. This time for the fate of this dirtball.
Gine chooses to waive this offer and powers back up to grade 2, attempting to punch Cell in the stomach like she did the last time, but this time it does nothing.
Really, Gine? You aim for the same exact spot? What an amateur.
He then takes both his hands and slams them
hammer.
both atop her head. Cell's Saiyan DNA, including that extra boost from Gine, has gotten him fired up for battle.
If that's your strongest example, then you must be desperate, and I hope that you can give me something more exciting before I wipe the slate clean. The slate being this planet. Ta-ta!
Cell flies away, leaving the gang to lick their wounds and process what just happened. From under their very nose, Cell had not only escaped being erased, but had also reached his goal whilst the Saiyans were bickering. Now, to top it all off, they were being toyed with, and the full extent of Cell's power remains somewhat a complete mystery. They have no clue how strong they need to become to beat him. Everything is completely vague. And that's where we're going to be leaving things right now. So what do you guys think? How do you think Gine is going to handle being made a fool of? Will Vegeta finally be a proper team?
I think she's going to have maybe a relapse to where she just has self-loathing and stuff. And then she's going to break through that and come back stronger than ever. That's just my opinion. What do y'all think?
Going to be leaving things right now. So what do you guys think? How do you think Gine is going to handle being made a fool of? Will Vegeta finally be a proper team player instead of trying to break it up? Leave a comment below and let's get this discussion going. And I shall see you in the next video. Catch.
Hope y'all enjoyed that reaction. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And follow me on Twitter. And until next time, peace.